Hi guys, I'm Bruce from the Canine Development Center in Guiding Eyes in Patterson, New York. This is Zoe. She's currently here as a breed eval. So at Guiding Eyes, we have puppies go out to raisers who are volunteers. She spent about 1.5 years with her raiser in somebody's home, and she was dropped off to us on what we call IFT, which is in for training. So now she's here and she's in this breed eval process. She is going to become a part of our colony should she do well. When they get here, we admit them. They go down to the training school in Yorktown Heights, New York, and they evaluate their behavior. And then if they come back to us, that means they pass the first test. So she passed the first test, she's here, and she's actually, right now we're in the brood stud room. So this is where we would bring the next set of volunteers that would come into her life. They're brood stud fosters. So if they become a breeder at Guiding Eyes for the Blind, they would go home with a family. And Zoe, her family, would bring her home, and then she would be in and out of here during her heat cycle, and she would be bred to create future guide dogs. So a few of the skills that she's picked up along the way with her puppy raiser are sit, down, yes, Zoe, heel, yes, good girl, let's see, stay, come. Yes, good girl, Zoe. So the puppy raiser's job is to lay the platform that they're going to build a guide dog's education on. So she learned all of her house manners and all the normal dog stuff with her puppy raisers. So that's the beginning of her life as a guide or her life as a brood. Okay. Welcome to the mudroom. This is one of the last stops that they'll take on their journey through the kennel before they go to a foster home. Before they go home, we want to clean them up because they've been here running through the mud, playing with all the other dogs. So we'll bathe them in here. Outside on my left is the kennels that we get them busy in the morning. So this is more of like a kennel location, whereas before we were in the training room. We also do vet rounds in this room, so we have vets on site that come down and make sure that the dogs are in good health. If we have any problems, like, should we notice that their eyes are red or they have an ear infection, they'll come down and they'll take a look at them in here. This room is kind of multifunctional. So we've got the boys' kennel behind the camera or in front of me. And then we've got the turf, which is like AstroTurf that they can run on in poor weather, so that way they always get their exercise. And that's really about it in this room. Welcome to the girls' kennel. So this is where they stay during their stay here with us at the CDC. Breed evals are here, but also broods who have gone all the way through the program and finished up their evaluation end up in this kennel too. If you look to my right, we have a blue tag hanging up. That's because Maddie is actually still a breed eval. She's still here going through the process. She's not officially a brood yet, so they're still testing for her to have done. Or maybe we're evaluating her siblings further down in training at Yorktown Heights. The white tags belong to the broods who have already made it to the program. Jandy, Abba, Sirius, these guys are all broods who have been here for a while with us. They've had a couple litters, and their dogs have already gone on to become guides. Some of them become service dogs if they don't, they're not suited for guide work. The boys have a separate kennel, obviously, because sometimes girls drive them a little crazy. And these guys are all in the learning process. So right now they're all cooperating and they're being quiet for us. When they're not being quiet for us, sometimes what we'll do is we'll turn off the lights, we'll come through and we'll reward the ones that are being quiet. And because these guys are so food motivated, they catch on pretty quickly and they realize, oh, if I bark, I don't get treated. So this is where they sleep at night. During the day, we bring them into the next room, which is called the girls' living space. And they spend a little bit of time with the staff. And that way they're not all cooped up in the kennel all the time. We also take them out 3 times a day up in the BDA, which is the big dog area, which is just a really large enclosed space in the woods that they can run in during the day and still get their exercise.